Hello there. Thank you for joining us on the program this week. I'm Gloria Umezuke. Welcome back. It is becoming a perennial challenge. Cows taking over the streets of the city center in the nation's capital. Residents are asking the administration to take a firm action to address the situation. Take a listen.
This has become a familiar occurrence for many residents of the Federal Capital Territory. Cattle cohabiting with human beings. They disrupt car movement and litter the streets. In recent years, the large number of cattle roaming the streets of Abuja have become unsettling as they trip around, constituting public nuisance.
It's not really a good thing, for cows to be roaming around the streets. This is Abuja, for that matter. For cows to be going down the streets doesn't make any sense at all.
I think in my mind that the government can make provisions for the Fulanis to find grazing areas where their cows can be taken to, whereby they can graze. Like this is an urban area. This is a city, for God's sake. We are not supposed to have cows moving around and defecating on the road, messing the place up. It's very wrong.
Cattle grazing is illegal in Abuja city centre, but the recent surge has raised questions as to what the FCT administration is doing to address the menace.
A cow charging towards our vehicle, I was able to veer off, but someone who's less experienced now would go and hit this animal and they will now be charged for killing an animal. So who now bears the cost?
It's so embarrassing. When you talk about when they defecate on the road, you get to step on them, it's so embarrassing. I think the government should just, have a solution to it.
The National Secretary of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeder Association laments the situation, stating that cattle's roaming is giving the herders a bad reputation.
The city of Abuja is supposed to be our pride. It's just like any other capital city in the world. So this is our pride, this is our capital city. So we don't want a situation whereby foreigners will be coming, seeing cows, blocking traffic, moving in places where they are not supposed to be. We discussed on that. I spoke with the Abuja chapter branch. They have gathered all the pastoralists that live around Abuja area and sensitized them. They educated them on the need for them to avoid the main city. There's no designated area by the FCT to confine these pastoralists to be rearing their cattle. And now that it is rainy season, the palm produce have grown, pressurizing the pastoralists to move out of farm areas to avoid conflict with farmers. So that is what is pressurizing them to sometimes come into the city to rear.
A total of 33,485 hectares were earmarked for grazing reserves to cater for about 7 million herds of cattle. The reserves are Paikonkore, 8,500 hectares, Karishi, 6,000 hectares, Kawu in Buari, 9,000 hectares, and Rubochi in Kuje, which is 9,985 hectares.